Do we have any cocaine?
No.
No. I wasn't supposed to say that with the mic on.
I
We're
put
not
the
like
mic on
Miss
just as you
Eurovision,
said, do I have any cocaine?
right?
My bad. I don't think anybody heard us. That's fine. It's fine. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Elemental E-Girls. I have Lily and Alia here with me again, as usual. Your three amazing, wonderful, best hosts in the world. I can speak for you guys. I can't really speak
What's
for
good,
me, you know.
podcast?
Yeah, they heard it. They heard about the cocaine.
Oh, no.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Being edited.
So yeah, this is a pinnacle episode for us because apparently in podcasts, especially, if you can get past episode 3, you might actually make it as a podcast, guys.
Oh, wow. Is that
It's a
correct?
whole
We're
thing.
gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing apparently. But today we're going to talk about a certain Facebook group that may or may not be named. It'll probably be named at some stage because I can't keep my mouth shut. That's just how things go. But you know.
We'll be able to guess, I'm sure.
We just want to give you a collection of our favorite posts and niceties from said Facebook group because, come on, it's pretty fucking funny, to be fair. Starting off with a swear, my first swear of the day, guys. There'll be more to come, don't you worry. First, Vlad is a furry. Then the fact Blade Yu-Gi-Oh is 18, and now this. Oh yeah, Vlad's a furry. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. He did a nice swing on the pole.
I saw Vlad rubbing your Chamber Dragon Maid outfit for his stream. I saw that.
Oh, you didn't
That was hot.
even see the half of it. So like, yeah, he dressed up as Chamber Dragon Maid, which I made that costume. I made that entire costume. Liam did make the horns, but I made the costume. So there's that, and also the last day he was swinging on my pole and talking about how he was a furry. So.
Did you get a shout out on stream for making the costume at least?
I did, yeah. He made sure, yeah, exactly.
Good, okay. Long chop mass of Vlad in the outfit when I need to know and I'll buy it. You know?
There's plenty of cursed playmats at the moment, but guys, oh yeah, by the way, this episode is sponsored by longchopart.com because I get free art from him. Anyway, basically. So, we'll start off with this Facebook group, I guess. It's a Facebook group that's very
group?
well, you have to be accepted
Is it a
into
cesspool?
it. It could be a cesspool. I'm not allowed to say the word that I meant to say for it. You're not allowed to say that on Twitch anymore. But anyway,
Oh, really?
you're not apparently not allowed to say that anymore. It's quite weird, yeah. But you do have to be accepted into it. It is a group. It lures you into a false sense of security by thinking everything is nice, and then but there's some really good things about it, some really bad things about it. We're gonna talk about both because why the fuck not? Okay.
Exactly.
Do you guys want to go first, or will I go first?
I don't know. I'll let you go first because I feel like you get more interaction in this group than I do. So...
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh god, okay, let me go back into... So we've literally been sending each other screenshots from... Okay, we probably shouldn't be saying we're taking screenshots from the group. We are! Come on, like, you know. You know what's happening. It's happening. I mean, some of the shite that comes out of here, like... Okay. Right.
The cess from the pool.
Yeah, I'm like, which one do I even start with? There's so many to choose from. So here's a good one, right? We'll start off on a negative note because why the hell not? Or unless Ali, you wanted to start off on a positive note, we can start on your positive. We can try and go like negative positive maybe.
Let's think of a positive thing to do.
I guess the positive for me is I left the group. That's been a positive in my life at the moment. But that's the only positive I can say.
Alia only has to hear about it second hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get all the good gossip from it, but I don't have to deal with it. It's great.
Oh, it's a constant like source of entertainment for me on the daily. So okay, I'll start with this one. The invention of OnlyFans just goes to show that women will do anything besides work hard. Change my mind.
There you go.
I think if you're on OnlyFans, you're already grinding. Like, do you know what I mean? I think that is like such a tough job.
Yeah.
Pleasing these people.
Yeah.
Like,
Whereas like other people sell their bodies to factories and service industry jobs where, eventually they're gonna have back problems for the rest of their lives, or poor eyesight or whatever the hell. But
I literally keep saying this. I'm like, I would not have an OnlyFans because of the amount of work that fucking goes into it. You think I want to
yeah, I'm
like
too late.
put all my makeup on, do my hair, get into uncomfortable, sexy lingerie, or nothing at all? Although nothing at all is kind of easy, I guess, but whatever. And then you have to like get all these camera angles to make you look like amazing. Got to have your lighting set up, and then you got to reply to all the thirsty fucks. Like that's a full time
And
job in itself. I barely reply to my fucking messages. I barely answer my mother on the phone. You think I'm doing that shit?
Yeah.
exactly.
And a lot of people don't actually understand what it's like to work in that kind of industry. And like the closest parallel I can describe for people is, have you ever worked door to door sales? Because one of the major aspects of this industry, because you're self-employed, you actually have to deal with an endless torrent of rejection of people who don't want the product that you're trying to sell, which is images of you. And you're going to be dealing with a lot of backlash, a lot of people who don't like your work. The same with any content creators, that you have to deal with people who don't like your work and stuff like that. So like, it's actually a difficult job. I would love to see people who criticize it try to do it, and I would also love to see people who criticize it to stop paying for it, because they're the ones that make it so that the industry exists as it is.
Exactly.
So that's one of the bad takes
Yeah,
that
so-
comes out of the group constantly.
But on the plus side, something positive from that lovely negative post, some of the replies to it are actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. One of them's like, OP works at a gas station. OP has a micro penis. Found the guy who wanks into his mother's underwear.
Because he can't afford OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
like that's kind of a positive negative one, because like sometimes people will post weird shit in there, and then there'll be like a load of people like, yeah, fuck women, and then a lot of people will be like, fucking the V word and the I word that I'm not allowed to say on fucking Twitch anymore, but fucking virgin.
My favorite one is where they're like, yeah, fuck women, and it's like, yeah, but have you though? Ever? Because you probably didn't. And that's why you're saying that. And that's really sad. And whatever way you want to deal with it. So I have one here. This is
Okay.
actually from a post that I made back in 2019.
Go on.
Right. So the way there was this huge trend at the time where it was like, what deck do they play? Right? So everyone was posting pictures of people being like, what deck do they play? And they just use it as a way to like berate people. So I saw this really body positive dude, and he was like a real like loved pink, very slim, not very masculine, but like very femme, and he really loved what he was doing. So he put up a post on his page being like, men who wear pink and crop tops are the manliest race. This is the body positivity post, blah blah blah. So I posted it be like, with what deck does this man play? And so mainly like people is just like, sure hope it's Luna Lights. Most people are like trap tricks, emphasis on trap, for higher effect Veiler Turbo. And then one of them is, I diagnose you with gay, Heart Trickstar Turbo. What the fuck is this? Fairy, Luna Lights, anything that runs VFD because they're a pansy. But better question is, why can't we get this censored? And so on. So like the response to just people who are feminine in general, not just girls, but just people who are feminine in general,
Fucking
is
hell.
just jeez.
Oh, yeah, it's a fucking cringe fest. Oh, half the time. That's how I'm like, yeah, some of the shit that's posted in there is really fucking bad, and some of it is really fucking funny.
Because I think it's even like a thing of whatever about you're saying about like people who are feminine or feminine people. It's even if you play a feminine deck, you get
Yes.
rid. So it's like if it's a thing of like, oh, what does this person play, and you want to like flag them off, you're like, oh, they play Trickster,
Yeah.
or oh, they play some lolly deck, and it's like,
Yeah.
do you know, like people should be able to play with their Or it's like Dragon Mates as well. It's like, oh well, just play like Dragon Link. Why are you playing Dragon Mates? It's like, well, they look nice and they're good as well.
Yeah.
They're decent.
Actually, and you know what deck doesn't get that? and it's practically the biggest lolly deck of all. It's Sky Striker, but it's because Sky Striker was competitive
Mhm.
and it was so good. And like the reason loads of people were into that deck a lot was because like it was really it was difficult, complex to play. It was topping YCS's left, right, and center. It has more YCS wins than BA,
Yeah.
right? And it took a really long time for that to happen. And the thing is that so when people give you like people give me shit for liking Dragon Maids,
Mm.
and I'm like, you're over here playing Sky Striker, and you write fan fiction about how Ray got raped by Alistair in a back alley once. Shut the fuck up, right? And these same people, and these same fuckers are like, it's not that I like to lick Ray's toes. It's that it's the competitive deck, and it's not even a competitive deck anymore. And this is the kind of thing you see in this group.
Which funny,
I don't care.
I never get shit. I never get shit for playing Dragon Maids because I'm a girl.
You know?
People are like, yeah, that makes sense that you play Dragon Maids.
Yeah, I think that like plays into like one of Liddy's other posts that he made. So Liddy made a post saying that she had a friend that was getting into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, I have
And
this up
tips
here.
for her basically.
Oh yeah.
I saw that
like, you can
post.
read it. Yeah, but like
I actually made that in preparation for this podcast episode.
but one of the comments on I think was just like, oh, just like get her to play something cute, she'll enjoy that. And I was like, well, maybe she wants to actually be like competitive. Maybe like she wants to play something cute and competitive, or she doesn't care what they look like and she just cares about the game. Like, why is that the first thing you say?
So in this post, I actually intentionally was like, in brackets, be nice, because I really wanted them to go off. I really wanted to get some good content for this. But actually, there were some positive responses from the group
Oh, that's nice.
that I think you guys should hear about
Okay.
getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time.
Let's
So-
hear the positive stuff from the group, because in fairness,
Yeah,
it is a mix of both positive and negative. In fairness,
Absolutely. And like one of the biggest pieces of advice I actually got the most likes is quit now while you're ahead. So-
Positive.
Absolutely. One of them is, teach the game as each situation comes along and let people pick what they want to play art-wise. Okay, so maybe that's not a great one, but teaching the game as situations arise, I get that. Because if you try and teach everybody something as everything comes along like at once,
yeah,
you're gonna lose. You know?
I get the art thing as well, because you might just see an art style you really like, especially for the weebs out there, myself included.
I
Like
think that's
seeing
what
the seeing the Dragon Maid art style is what I ended up picking up Yu-Gi-Oh for in the first place. Well, so I guess like depending on, you know, if they're paying to play the card game, then maybe not art style. But if they're just like, you're just like, ooh, look at the pretty shiny cards, eh.
And so we actually have two sides of the coin for this group, right?
Yeah.
The one side is play a control deck. They usually feature cute anime girls and are simpler to understand. It's like, what, you think my friend who's starting to play Yu-Gi-Oh is fucking stupid or something? Like, what the fuck? And then the other one is let her play something that is actually playable instead of forcing some unplayable garbage onto her, like so many people do with her female friends who want to play. Like, playing something solely for artwork is cool and all, but if she's going to be winning any games because she maxes out on vanilla Melfies and berry magician girls, she's not going to enjoy the game as much as she could. So there you go.
True.
Two sides of that coin.
Yeah, and both advice is good, and I guess it's obviously situational dependent on the person themselves, if they just want to play for fun before the artwork, or like I find when you lose, it's not really that fun. So yeah, I completely get all the like that's really, really good advice. So they do sometimes get good advice when it's about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes. And you know, actually, we were only watching today. We were watching MCall40's 90K subscriber special,
Q&A,
and he was talking about you know, because someone asked him, "What's your advice on playing the game?" Because I don't know really how to get into the game, and he said specifically to one of his subscribers that you should get a deck that you love, and you make it as good as you can, and you stick with it. It doesn't matter, because like you will always do better with a deck that you love playing than you would with something meta. If you don't like playing it, you're never gonna win with it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
So
very, very, very true. Okay, we'll go with
So
another
there's-
one. We'll go with another one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I got this right. So someone put in 65% of women cheat, but 85% of the time it is the man's fault. Example, women tend to cheat because they feel lonely for long periods of time in a relationship and so might lean on other males for support and accidentally have sex with them, right? That was the post. Oh, where'd it go? But it's
What is that to do with Yu-Gi-Oh?
I remember this actually.
Listen, this is meant to be a Yu-Gi-Oh group. If it was about Yu-Gi-Oh, I might give it a bit of more of a pass.
Is it talking about cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh?
no.
Well, it didn't say Yu-Gi-Oh at all. Yeah.
Ali is the resident always cheater, so she should know.
Don't spread that anywhere because I am not a cheater.
Ali normal summons Alistair twice.
We can't spread rumors like that.
Ali always like main phase 2 normal summon Alistair. You think your turn lasts that long that I'll forget? Huh?
You can normal summon Alistair main phase 2 if you don't do it in main phase 1.
You always do it in main phase.
No, I don't. This is such a lie.
So it wasn't even the post that was the bad part. Also, chat, fuck you, I am not a cheater. It's not on purpose. It's mistakes I make. Not cheating, guys. It's not cheating if I don't know I'm cheating.
Okay, chat.
And
chat,
that is
put it in the
specifically for
chat.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
See Alia versus Kayla. Put it in the chat. It's just cheating, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. And the worst thing is it's when I'm playing locals and all my chat's calling me out and I'm like, shut your fucking mouths. Shut your fucking mouths, guys. Just keep your mouth shut. I didn't realise I cheated. And now you're gonna get me a fucking game loss because I didn't realise and my opponent didn't realise, but you fucking motherfuckers did. Anyway, that's besides the point. But yeah, it was the comments,
Yeah,
right?
I remember that.
So the comments underneath is like, bitches dumb as fuck. They have to blame a man because of their problems. A lot of words to say. I'm a disloyal hoe. Accident. What she do? Fall, trip, and land on his dick? I know, that's kind of funny. This sounds like something a cheater would say to avoid feeling guilty for being a cheater. So like, there's a lot of like really random shit that goes on, but just the top one, bitches dumb as fuck. It's like, rude, fucking rude, motherfuckers. Yeah. So.
I remember when I put that screenshot in the chat, like, and my point was like immediately like they post dumb shit that some broad says, and it doesn't matter who she is, but it's like they'll get one girl who said something stupid, put it in the group, and be like, "This is why all women are stupid," and people hop on that being like, "Yeah, women are stupid," and it's like, no, that one bitch was stupid, like that one bitch.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really funny. The next thing that came up on the pictures that we were sending each other wasn't actually from the group chat. Have I even mentioned it yet? I don't know. It's actually a message you put in, Alia. It's like some guy being like buying some product off you, and at the end of it, he's like, "Are you single?"
Oh my god, yeah.
That's kind of funny as well. Just put that on the side.
Oh, like honestly, like just some of the messages you get when you're just like trading with someone and they're just like, I say they'll slip it in there, but it's not even like they'll just blatantly ask, and you're just like,
The
why
box
do you want to know that? Yeah, it was like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sold stuff on Fire Market as well, and you know the way obviously you get all the reviews of like if it was good or whatever. So
Yeah.
someone left a comment. So it was like very good, very good, very good. And the comment was just the box smelled good. And I was like, what a weird comment. Like,
Yeah.
why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like Lily, you got a message the other day from your lad asking about D&D.
Oh yeah. Somebody messaged me being like, "Hey, you go to D&D often, right? I want to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I want to buy product, this, that, and the other." And I was like, "How do you know? You know what I mean? I don't know who you are.
You play
like,
you
that's
play D&D,
very
yeah? You play D&D.
You're
You
hot.
wanna teach me Yu-Gi-Oh?
like, it's like, yes, of course I'm on Facebook talking about Dungeons and Dragons all the time, right? I love Dungeons and Dragons, where I play my locals, right? So I do love it. I do go there all the time, blah blah blah. But my Facebook profile is privated, okay? And all the groups I'm in, like, you know what I mean? I keep all that stuff more private. I keep my Yu-Gi-Oh to like my group chats and all that kind of stuff. So for someone to randomly message me, like a rando being like, "Oh hey, I heard you go to this place every other day," and I'm like, "Yo."
Yeah.
It makes me feel like there's someone like watching me.
Watching
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I know that's stupid and paranoid, but it's like
No,
it's just weird,
I
you
don't
know.
know.
Yeah, oh stop,
Yeah.
sure. Like I sold I bought a misprinted miscellaneous source that had no name on it just so I could make a YouTube video, and then I sold it on straight away for like money. And the guy just kept messaging me and just like kept trying to keep the conversation going. And I'm like, the fuck you keep messaging me, boy? I sold you a card, now fuck off. And then like he sent a message, he's like, so you like Ireland? And I'm like, no, I fucking hate it. Fuck off. But like then he messaged Billy, so Billy's the guy who sent him on to me. So we blame Billy for this. Nah, in fairness, he sent me on the message. Yeah, Billy Siggins. Doxed. He sent me on the message being like, yo, how long have you known her? Like, I don't know what it is about redheads, man. I think it's the no soul thing, you know? I literally had to go shower after that comment. I was like,
No.
Oh my god, that's slimy, bro.
Yeah, so that was fun. Go on, give us another posterino from the beautiful group chat.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see here. That's
You
a
need to
good
do
one.
the one that you did like ages ago. When you pretended to be that girl and asked if you could cosplay Dark Magician Girl.
Oh, that's a really long story. We can save that for another time. Honestly, I can't. I nearly dropped my phone. I can't find one. You
Okay.
find the next one.
I'll find another one. Then you get one ready.
Yeah.
There's just a random picture of Jinzo with Injection Fairy Lily, and it goes, remember folks, if she's a nurse, there's no way she can be a trap. Why is there a need for that? Why is there a need for that shit?
There are male nurses. There are male nurses.
Also that, yeah.
There's also trans nurses, I'm pretty sure, and there's like male, female, non-binary. I'm sure there's every kind of nurse out there. What the fuck?
So there could be nurses who identify as traps on their spare time. It doesn't matter. Like
Exactly. I was like, why is there the need for that? Yeah. Then there's one
Okay,
underneath that I posted that's like normal summon Alistair, get Astra negated, have invocation in hand already, and then it's a really buff guy. That was just for you, Ilya.
That's Alia.
See, like stuff like that is fun.
That's funny.
Yeah. But hating women, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
No, I got one here, right?
Okay.
So it's hey, show me fuck.
Ah, you said it. You said the thing.
It's hey group. You can bleep it out in post. It's hey group. Show me your pickup lines. And one of them is, hey, since Corona didn't take you out, can I? And I don't mean like kill you. I mean take you out.
I know
on a
this
date.
one, and I know the next words you're gonna say. Go for it.
And the next one's from this guy, and he's like, my knife or my dick, either of them's going inside you today. And it's like, that's not even a pickup line. Like, that's a threat.
But
You
it's
know?
100% just yeah.
So, I
So
remember
they-
reading that and being like, really? Did you really just post that? You fucking criminal. What the fuck?
Oh my god, but then, do you remember? Oh my god, okay, I got another one here. That message that you got, did you tell your stream about this message yet?
Oh no,
Which
you
one?
should let me read this one out.
The one where the dude is like offering to pay you for a service.
Oh, I have an update on that one as well. I did tell Chad about it, but
Yeah,
I haven't
okay.
told
I'll let you
told
tell
the podcast about it yet. So I'll do a dramatic reading here. You ready, guys and girls? Half of you have heard this one already, so block your ears again if you don't want to hear it again or whatever. I don't care. Hi, I think you're really pretty, and I'm wondering if you'd be willing to do a request that I have. I would like to mail you my jacket for you to place on the seat of your gaming chair for a few months and sit on it whenever you play games or stream, and fart on it as much as possible. I would pay you for this, of course. Then I messaged him back. Well, Liam messaged him back, okay? It wasn't actually me. I was over at the lad's house, and they were like, go on, message him. Go on, go for it. Go. Dude. Ask him how much. So I messaged how much. Well, I made Liam message how much. And he goes, would be around $150 be reasonable? Also, do you think you could fart on it a lot? Are you interested? And
Is it like a day?
No, for the entire thing. I was like, bitch. This bitch.
$150 for
I'm worth, my farts are worth way more than $150, guys. Come on. I'm lactose intolerant, so they're even better.
Is there a specific diet that he wants? You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
You know? That's disgusting.
Oh, and it gets even better, guys. Right? Do you want me to read out
Negotiate.
his profile?
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna love this. I haven't told you this part, I don't think. Christ is my rock. United States Marine. Eagle Scout. Trumpet player.
He's into the toots.
What?
But Christ is his rock. Would Christ approve?
Did it say Marine? Did you say Marine?
United States Marine.
Yeah, well, there you
Eagles
go. I've
and
kinda-
an Eagle Scout.
To mind a country. What is this? Did they not vet these people out?
You say that like he's babysitting a child, like like America's a little child. And this guy's
It also
babysitting.
has like OAS, AAS, and LLS, but I don't know what that shit is. So I didn't say it. And this is a word I can't pronounce here too.
Jeez.
Sinfoian? I don't know what that word is. Anyway. Christ is my rock, though. Guys, did you know?
Oh, okay,
Exactly. Go on.
I got one that you put into the chat, Michaela, and
Oh, me.
it's a person shared being like, "Damn, I guess we're not allowed to save women's lives anymore." And it's a tweet again from some far left idiot or a troll account. I don't know which, and it's just someone. Tatiana McGrath on Twitter saying it's never okay for men to give CPR to an unconscious woman. Resuscitation is just a fancy word for rape. And I'm like, okay, and this is another example of these guys sharing stuff to the group that some dumb bitch said as an excuse to demonize women in general and make fun of them.
We do not take
Yeah.
credit for this dumb bitch. I promise you. If I am dying, give me CPR, please.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Break my rib.
It's the comments again underneath. Like,
Yeah, the comments are so good.
fine
If
then,
you're
die.
if you're accusing your savior of that, then you deserve to die. Like, then I guess you just have to prepare to die.
There's enough women
Oh,
in this
man.
world anyway. No, there's fucking not. I mean, look at all of you guys in the chat.
There's the like, ugh. And then there's one here being like, I'm surprised all the Marys of this group didn't flood the comments explaining why it's rape. Women named Mary are in the group, bro.
But also, I don't think any woman is going to actually agree with that. That's obviously a troll.
And also, guys,
It's-
I won't touch her with my hands then. I'll stomp the bitch till she wakes up.
That's actually a funny
You can
one.
stomp her. We don't take credit for her. Look, she's speaking for herself, boys and girls. Like, that's what you gotta remember. These people are speaking for themselves. What?
Yeah.
Ugh.
But
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
It's just like Yu-Gi-Oh content. Again, it's just why is it in the group? You know, I don't understand how these posts are true. Like,
Actually, one of my posts from like earlier this year was a screenshot of the group where somebody was like, remember when this group was about Yu-Gi-Oh content, and then someone screened that and then put up being like, do you remember when this group used to be about memes?
yeah,
I was like, remember when this group used to be about memes and Yu-Gi-Oh? And it's like sometimes they lose it completely because they think certain types of memes, i.e. memes designed to like demonize and push away and ostracize certain members of the community, are a good excuse for a meme, and they're not. And that's like one of the major things that we're constantly catching.
I think the weirdest thing in the group is like you get these posts that are like demeaning women, and then there's also the post of where are all the girls in Yu-Gi-Oh? And it's like, how are they not putting the two together?
Yeah.
Like, how are they not seeing why we don't know it? You're like,
Where's the women that I want to be at? Got another great one here of a guy posting a picture looking for his third copy of the Ultimate Herald of Orange Light on a mat of, what's your one's name?
Belle Delphine.
Oh, Belle Delphine cleavage mat.
The cards are lovely, like kind of
Back down across her titties.
They were
Hide the
framing
cleavage.
Also, I just want to point out it was a Digimon mat.
Oh,
So this is
cute.
actually a relatively new game, and you can tell it's a Digimon because it has the memory gauge on it. So this person was anticipating Digimon and got a custom Belle Delphine Digimon. Good for you.
I mean, respect.
How's your
To be fair, I do love Belle Delphine. I think she's fab. And, like, I wouldn't bring her mat to my locals, though. Not gonna lie.
definitely just a home thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more of a me time rather than an us time.
At home.
Yeah.
We keep our Belle Delphines at home, guys. God, there's children around.
And look, no, you can like whatever content creators you like. I
Yeah.
personally, like, I'm not a fan of Belle Delphine. I don't follow her or anything like that. But I respect the hustle, bro. I
I
respect
do
the
respect the hustle. I do respect the hustle. Oh, I have a good one here.
Get
So
your
it's another discuss one. Ah, should I said it now as well? Beep discuss. Does that work?
That's it.
I tried, guys. I tried. It's fine. It's fine. It's like real and ready, naughty fun. My place or yours. This like girl that's like for sale or something like that. I think it's like a Russian bride type of one. I don't know. Hold on. Look. I don't know. Can you see the screen? You remember to see this one in the chat?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, where can I find this one again?
It's like, yeah.
Do I know where to find it?
But it's underneath the comments are like, she's damaged goods, normal use used, or like, no woman in Sacramento look like this. Okay, that was just a dude being a dude. Her or droplet, like she's light play. I was like, dudes, these aren't funny. Like what?
No.
Eh.
And
See,
like it's just like why? Like 'cause she's pretty? Like
yeah,
why?
it's just
You know?
like, I'm guessing it's just like one of those like singles in your area type of ads or something like that. You know, it happens every now and then. But it was just like she's damaged goods. It's like, bro, so are you. Who are you calling
you're
out?
playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
You play fucking
Also, this
Yu-Gi-Oh.
this is actually this is the kind of rhetoric you always see directed towards women who have children but are single, and it's like,
Yes.
oh my god, you're
Yeah.
single, good for you. Oh my god, and like you're out here in the dating scene, good for you. That's really hard to do, raising a child on your own without a partner or a husband or whatever. But for people to see you as less valuable because they know you've had sex with someone once is so weird. Because when it comes to guys, the amount of sex they have is almost paramount to their personality somehow, because they're worried about being virgins or being seen as whatever. And then
Well,
there's
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's one standard for women and it's a different.
Yeah.
Well, not double.
Unfortunately,
It's-
that's not suppressed to just the group. That's the world as a whole. Unfortunately.
yeah. But you specifically see it in groups where men kind of have their where they're the population
Yeah.
of the group, i.e. the Yu-Gi-Oh player base is predominantly men.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
know?
and it's not just in this group that I see it, because I'm part of like a motorbike group as well, and like that is predominantly men as well. And there's a lot of similarities. Like when I posted in the Yu-Gi-Oh group, I don't know, it was like some what people call clickbait video, but it was just like a 9-second video. It's not taken away from anything in your life, guys. Like, relax. But oh my god, did the comments fucking blow up to people attacking the fucking shit out of me, right? And like people just being like, oh, clickbait, blah blah, blah. It was like it's the schoolgirl video thingy where like chat tries to buy me a schoolgirl outfit, but it's literally someone saying, can I buy you a schoolgirl outfit? And me going like, no. And that's like the whole video. Like it's like 9 seconds long. I was like, it does what it says at the tin, guys. What's it? And like some guy was like, you coming in here and posting your shitty content and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and he was like, it's not the fact that like you're posting is something here. It's like it's your first post ever and you're trying to just get clout on your YouTube channel and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I went through and I was like, let's.
The posts that you do, like
I was like,
if a lad
okay.
posted likes or comments, it would just fall into the ether.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
and
nobody would care.
Literally, he was like, oh, like I'd say the same thing on a guy's channel, like you're just making this all about gender and blah blah. So I went and I checked his page out, and then I went and I saw a load of like male creators putting on being their first ever video that they put up, and I didn't see his comments anywhere underneath. So I was like, motherfucking hypocrite,
Also,
hypocrite.
where's
I
your
checked you
content,
out.
bro?
Yeah. Also, like, what the fuck? You post like a few times a year. Like, fuck off. Like, I don't. Anyway, so there was that, and then I posted something in like the motorbike group, just like a picture of me with my bike, and I was like, hey, look at my bike. Like, it's so pretty. Like, look at her. And it got like over 1,000 likes on it, and they were like, all the comments underneath, like, if a dude posted this, it wouldn't get half as many likes. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm just here posting, guys. Like, I can't help but have these. I'm not getting rid of them.
And this is another shitty take that so many of these guys have, is that they blame women for the attention they get.
I know.
And they're the one commenting and liking it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I have another.
here's another phone one.
Okay, yeah, you go first. Go on.
Okay.
There's so many.
Yeah, we got one here saying the show is not called the Powerpuff Girls. It's called the Powerpuff Girls, not 40-year-old women who traded their good looks for the menopause. The CW is to ruin Teen Titans all over again. This Powerpuff Girl remake looks awful. And then underneath this, we got a guy clapping back, actually, saying, "You're a grown man. Surely you have something better to do than to whinge about a Powerpuff Girl adaptation on the internet."
Yeah.
Like, this and the Lola Bunny thing was huge.
Yeah. When they took away Lola's boobies. Yeah. A lot of people were not happy about that, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'd probably be sad if they took away my boobies too, but like, she's okay with it. She's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I have another one here. It's like, may her tire get flat with a dude who can't change it. Bitch, you can't change the tire. She ain't changing her tire with you either. I'll change my own goddamn tire.
Yeah, also, whoever you are, I bet you can't change a tire.
That's what I mean.
No.
Wait, Kayla, can you change a tire?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to teach you how to change a tire, because this is one of these things. It's, you know, I saw
It's just a power move to be able to change a tire. You know?
Yeah. Especially when someone pulls up on the side while you're on the side of the road, and they put me in like, "Do you need any help there, darling?" And you're like, it's already done.
Yeah.
Like, you're just slowing me down now. Get
Literally,
out of my
literally, the amount of times I've broken down is insane. So on my first day to work one day, I broke down, and at that, that's a lot more than my car. I mean, they're about on par. My car breaking down and my mental breakdowns are very regular, you know, guys. But one of the times I broke down, I couldn't change the tire at the time, so I was like, it was like 19 or 20 or something like that, and I broke down the side of the road. And I was like, fuck. And these two guys came along and stopped, and they also couldn't change a tire. So I'm like, why the fuck did you stop? Why did you stop?
So they could talk to you.
Can't change a fucking tire. So I called my brother, and he came down, and he was like, right, I'm not going to fucking come and do this again for you. So I'm teaching you how to fucking change tire. And I'm like, thank you, brother. I will still call him if I break down, because it's not the fact that I can't change one. I just don't want to have to. There is a difference, guys and girls. And then there's like a load of situations where I've broken down on my motorbike because they just break down all the time for no reason whatsoever. One particular occasion was I just ran out of petrol because I'm stupid.
There are two kinds of people in the world.
No, we're meant to say women aren't stupid. What are you doing?
No, women aren't stupid. I am stupid. I'm taking responsibility for myself here. So I just forgot to put petrol in it, and I thought I'd get as far. But anyway, it's not. It's happened to me more than once, guys. Unfortunately, so yeah, I'm the type of person. I'm the type of person who will drive my car into the fucking ground until I literally have to get out and get petrol. Not because I don't have money for petrol, because I hate filling up the petrol. I hate getting out of the car and opening the tank and putting it in. I'm just one of those people. If somebody does it for me, no problem. But like, yeah, I'll just drive it until it like fucking dies on the side of the road. And the amount of like guys who stopped me to like be like, "Oh, can I help you with anything, Grant?" And I was like, I was really appreciative of it and all that. And I was like, people were like, "Oh yeah, let me give you a lift to the next stop and all that." And I'm like, you really think I'm getting in a car with you? What?
No.
Also, level 5 pandemic, motherfucker. Where's your mask?
Oh god.
And like it is sad, like, because like some people genuinely are, like, some lads genuinely are there under like the best intentions.
Yeah.
But because of you that ruin it, you just can't trust people.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
that's crap, like, you know.
And
Yeah.
even
There's an element of name as well, but you just can't take the risk.
yeah, and even the ones with the best intentions will hang around to have a conversation with you after they've helped you solve your issue in a public space, and it's like, you know, thanks, good Samaritan, you can keep going now.
Yeah.
Why are you still here? This is the thing. I was reading this article the other day about how men's roles and women's roles, particularly in the household and in marriage, are like so far unequal in that
Yeah.
when a man has to do something that he takes credit for, i.e., fix the sink, how often does he have to fix the sink compared to how often a traditional married wife has to cook food? And then you look at things like he has to fix the car. And it's like, how often do you have to do that? Well, these days it's kind of a lot because cars are shit. But my point is that when a man is like, I'm the man, this is my gender, and here's the thing that I have to fix in the household, and it's like, you only have to do it once every couple of years, if.
Yeah.
Versus the torrent of daily tasks in a traditional marriage or in a traditional household that a wife is just expected to know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Doing the dishes, cleaning everything, separating the whites, changing the baby, this, that, and the other. And the lad is sitting there with a beer in his hand after coming home from work in his 5 or 6 hour shift, let's say, on a Friday, because it's a half day at the building site. And you say to him, can you, clean the table or something? And he's like, no.
Well, that's down to my person as well.
But I mean, like traditionally in general, the difference between what we see men doing as valuable and what women are being seen as like valuable life skills. That's why you see lads who are living in a house with other lads, and it's like awful. Like,
Yeah, I
and I know we
lived
know what
with.
we're talking about, Kayla.
Oh my God, I do. I lived with 3 guys in my final year in college. I live with 3 guys now, but in fairness to the guys now, they're shit scared of me, so they do as they're told and they clean the house when they're meant to clean the house. But that's besides the point. In college, when I was living with these 3 lads, we actually had rats in our house because I refused to clean up after them. I would not clean up after them. Do you know what I did in retaliation? I got myself a cat for my room. I was like, I ain't fucking dealing with my rats. I'll get myself a cat. My room was spotless. Anything I ever did was spotless. But I refused to clean up after these motherfuckers. So I was like, our house was fucking disgusting. It was the most disgusting house I've ever lived in my entire life. And it was literally like, I would always clean up after myself. I was like, whatever. But it's the fact that I would not clean up after them is why our house was disgusting. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
It was bad. Also,
kind
look,
of- it's this
cut your
kind
shit out and stop telling people to comment mean stuff. I'll kill you. I won't kill you, but like, be nice.
Jesus Christ.
That's being recorded now.
Yeah, that's on the internet now. But it's this is the thing, this is why I brought it up. It's this kind of gender role expectation that is pushed onto women in loads of different situations, and even at something like OICS, right? In that someone has asked me so many times, being like, "Oh, is your boyfriend playing in the tournament?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm playing in the tournament, by the way. I'm currently X1. Shut up." It's like that.
They
Annoy
couldn't
me.
believe that it's you.
Yeah, because they look at you, a woman, in what they consider a man's space, and they have already assigned a role to you socially with their expectations. And to think that people assign roles to each other in general in society, I think is kind of annoying in so many different ways. But to assign roles to people in a space where it's just a card game,
Yeah.
that's it.
I mean,
It's a
okay.
card game.
So obviously you can all see the stripper pole in the back of my room. I shouldn't call it a stripper pole, a normal pole in the back of my room, right? So with my pole,
It's just a pole.
it's just a pole. I bought 8-inch heels.
It's a
You
stripper
can-
pole that you want it to be.
Yeah, you can see the heels on the floor there. They're 8 inches, right? And I put
Oh,
them
are they
on.
the pleasers?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Just look, I'll get them for you. I got this.
Oh, she's going to get them. There we go. You're all in for a show, boys. Jesus Christ.
Oh, they're fab. I love them.
Are you ready, guys?
Is that for your
Look at these!
Dimitrescu?
Look at these! They're beautiful. I want to
Wow.
wear these to my next tournament. Because I walked
I
in
mean,
the...
yeah, your feet will be wrecked. After.
They're actually really cozy.
Wow.
You'd be surprised. It's because they're like leveled out, so it actually is like fine. You're just like on platforms. But I walked into the kitchen and these the other day with the 3 lads were just like standing around watching shit on one of the computers, and they were like, holy fuck, you're so intimidating in those, even in the way you walk in. Like, I would be shit scared. I don't like the fact that you can stare me in the eye. I was like, really? Interesting.
Michaela,
I'm
I
onto
loved you in
something.
Resident Evil 8.
Oh, thanks.
Um,
Vampire lady. Literally, I'm like fucking
Yeah,
7 foot tall in these motherfuckers. They're awesome, like. But I was like, oh, imagine rocking up to a YCS in a pair of these and just like a fucking a tracksuit, like what I'm wearing now, a tracksuit and these, like, could you imagine? Could you? Oh,
And you have the knee-high socks so you can rob bags off people.
yeah. But okay, right. Do we have any more? We're coming up on time, I think,
Okay,
as well.
I actually have one here from Dueling Book.
the Doolin book is
Oh,
always
I love
Book is
Dueling Book as well.
This one, and like I don't get it. So it's in advanced unrated, and it's someone with a dual room, and it says looking to talk to an actual obese lady. PM me, thank you.
Inclusive, I like it.
I came to Doolin book. I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I just want to talk to an obese lady.
And it's like you're in such the wrong place.
You're not in the right place.
So when I set up my dual room for locals, I was like, obese ladies, please avoid this person with this username. Come talk to me.
God.
You know, like, jeez, and this is the thing. You post in the group, talking about these kind of experiences, and a lot of the time the response you get is, "Well, that's what you get," you know. Like, that's what you get.
A lot of stuff was like, sure, Yu-Gi-Oh's toxic. Did you not know? Or you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
you
it's
just
like,
can't
what do you
win.
expect? Not this, please.
Another popular trend
Yeah.
that I see all the time is the over sexualization of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that aren't even in any way can be considered that way. I.e., when we have here, never get drunk late at night and then realize that the yellow mech knight has doubly thick thighs and a freaking high thigh gap. I'm group. Bong sticks, please and thank, and it's just a picture of the yellow mech knight, and I'm like,
She do though.
stop.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't even have arms. It doesn't even have arms. This kind of expectation of the female form is wrong. Okay,
Dude, you just can't live up to it.
you can't live up to
I
it.
can't have wings for arms.
I can't have metal wings for arms.
Honestly, though, I do think, I'm not really want to talk on the subject of hypersexualizing cards, unfortunately, with the whole lumpchopart.com.
I
think Lynchard Bark is very respectful.
But see, this is it. Yeah, I think the actual image is fine.
Yeah.
Like, I think images are fine, but it's sometimes the captions that people put onto it.
Oh my god.
That can throw it over the edge.
Yeah.
And it's like,
he did put up something recently. So Liam from Lumpchopart, he does a lot of really cool artwork, and he likes to make funny Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like hypersexual, like, but not like in a sexy way, but in like a, this is fucking cursed on so many levels way. You know how it is. Like sexy ojamas and like the buff Melfies and stuff like that. But he put a picture that because he's working on like a sexy Oviraptor, which is fucking living for it. I love it so much. But like he's putting that, he put that in like the dinosaur group, I think, on Facebook, and someone and he was like, oh, and let me know if you guys what other cards you'd like to see like this. And someone put, what was it, Gaga's sister?
She's like 12.
She's a child, people. And like all the comments underneath were like, dude, what the actual fuck? So in fairness, everybody did step up and was like, hello.
Oh, I thought it was gonna go the other way. She's actually a 12,000-year-old fairy, so she's not really a child.
Here's a good one for you. Jerry Beans, man. That's one you need to do. Not Gaga sister, right?
Jerry Beans.
Like, make Jerry Beans sexy. I'll PayPal him €5.
Oh god.
He has to. Right. Here's what he has to do. He has to do a couch with Dark Magician Girl on it, and a load of buff Jerry Beans men behind the couch.
That would be really funny.
No.
You can send me the royalty check later.
He's working on a really, really cool Tri Brigade man at the moment, so I'm really excited to see the finished work on that. Okay, I have another one that was put up actually only 14 hours ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like he was like not Yu-Gi-Oh related. It's his second Kigurami mask. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's almost complete with earrings, blah blah blah. So like I can see if I can show you the mask. The picture is like these ones. So they're like kind of anime mask. They look like doll's heads. Okay, so I was like, okay, that's kind of a creepy doll face, but like you're into your own type of cosplay, but all the people were like so mean underneath, and then like there were, in fairness, there was a few people underneath, and I have serious respect for some people in the group chat or in the group being like, look, if he's not hurting anybody, then shut the fuck up and let him do his thing. He's just sharing what he likes to do with you guys, because this is obviously a place where he feels safe for some reason. So
Yeah, see, this is the thing. I don't understand why people sometimes post these things in Zoo. One, they're not you related, and two, they can just be bizarre, and it's like you're gonna get like
Roasted.
eaten. Like,
Sure, but there's a huge gap between how ripped out of it you're gonna get if you post something like that and you're a lad versus posting something like that and you're a girl.
yeah.
So like
I would agree
what
with
what you were saying earlier about posting like a 7-second video from your stream and
Yeah.
the amount of backlash you got, like that's something you like to do
Yeah.
and you got ripped for it
Ooh, yeah.
versus like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, so,
Like-
so he does like to do this, and there's some really nice comments underneath, and actually like this kind of made me happy because I find those masks extremely creepy. I would not have one of those within 2 inches of me. They're fucking horrible. But
yeah.
I'm like, if that's what you like to do, fair play. And someone's like, I don't know, man, this is kind of weird, but whatever makes you happy. And I was like, oh, that's kind of nice.
Fair
And then someone else is like, honestly, that's pretty dope. And then other people are like, that's nightmare for you. And he's like, well, good news for everyone. I shouldn't even have money for another one for a while. Is your man put under? But like, yeah, there was like a few like really really nice ones, and it is kind of nice to see that he's obviously ignoring all of the shit that people are like talking to
Yeah.
him and just taking
Yeah.
in the good stuff, which honestly a lot of people don't do. I mean, our brains are wired for like you see one negative
Yeah.
comment out of a million and you're like focusing on that one comment, So it is nice to see that there is a lot of
Yeah.
that going on, which is nice.
So
Fine.
I've had a couple of of interactions with this person
Okay, go on.
to the point where I first saw them
Hmm.
post in. It was talking about being a furry, and they were talking about their cosplay that they want to do, blah blah blah. And so I saw one or two comments being like, "That's so weird," blah blah blah, and I commented being on like, "Yo, do whatever you want if that's what makes you happy." And then someone from my local group chat screenshotted that my comment and sent to me being like, "Why are you out here encouraging the furries, Lily?" like let people do what they like whatever.
Yeah.
But then I got onto his. I noticed his profile picture, and I thought his profile picture was him. But then I saw this Facebook page of this guy who's a life and relationship coach, who's also a verified millionaire. He has like $2 million or something like that, I think he's worth. And he's a life coach and a relationship coach. And the way this guy talks about women is like, you remember that movie Hitch, right? It was like that a lot, where it's so objectifying, so this, that, and the other. No respect for women, just how to get women to do what you want. You're the
Very-
man, you have all the power.
Yeah.
very women kept in their place kind of thing.
Yeah. You have to establish testosterone and strength and this kind of rhetoric anyway.
And, like,
so the next time
honest-
I see
Yeah, go
So the next time I see this guy post, right, I comment being like, "Yo, why are you so obsessed with this guy who clearly hates women?" And he's like, "Oh, I love the coach. He's very handsome. Even men love him." And I'm like, "Do you love him? I don't know what's going on." And then he explained that like he has confidence issues, and this guy, this life coach guy, helps inspire him to be more confident. And I was like, "Okay, so it's not about a women thing." And he's like, "No, not really. I don't have any interest in that." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "But you do need to understand this coach guy, like he clearly hates women." And that's all I wanted to say to him. And then after that it was a thing of like I just had to stop seeing posts from this person
Oof, yeah.
for a while, just to get away from that, because it's a shame that someone as impressionable as a young man can be, being duped by people who just want their money. First off, they don't actually want to see them in a good relationship.
Yes.
You
And
know, being
that's
duped like that, being led to believe that women are less based on whatever stupid reasons.
yep,
You
yep.
know, it's a
And
shame.
we'll end on a really positive note again. Like we're saying, there is a lot of negative shit in this group. Unfortunately, I do think there's too much negative shit in that group, but there is a good chunk of positive stuff that comes out of it. And one of the most things I've seen the most recently is some guy posted up. He's a lot like, was it two? I don't know, 200 and something. Is that pounds? I don't work in pounds. We work in kilos over here, so I don't know what he weighs, but he's a big dude anyway, right? And he posted on there like, oh, I don't know how to lose weight, and I don't know how I keep up with all of this stuff. And oh my god, the amount of support people gave him was absolutely fucking insane, and it was really, really cool to see. And like, even I jumped on the bandwagon. I was like, yeah, dude, keep up the hard work, you know. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, it's diet and exercise, buddy, but you know. Like, and then even like some of the bigger like content creators like Triff, he jumped on it like straight away, and I was actually like so impressed by him and this whole situation, like just being so encouraging. And now he's doing his whole like workout YouTube stream every day. I think he's doing this.
That was
in the morning.
that was the post that kicked all that off, which I think is really cool. I like seeing that each day. I put it on and I eat popcorn and drink coffee and watch it. But it's good.
You're just looking at Triff, yeah. Go on, get it.
That's not how
Oh,
they say God kisses.
show them. Is that the song? But like, yeah, no, it's really nice. So you can get like a lot of positive stuff going on in all of these groups as well. And I suppose the takeaway from like all of this, and one of the reasons we kind of wanted to like throw out all of the shit that was going on in this group, was one, because it's fucking hilarious. Like half the shit in there, you're like, fucking really, like really,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
group exposed. Like, yeah, it sounds as bad, but there is a lot of good stuff that you can get out of it. And if you're one of those lurkers who's able to like just ignore all of the stupid shit that goes on and just take the positives from it, like, that's great. In fairness, that is really, really cool. And like I said, there can be a lot of positives. Like, that was something I was just so surprised about, because for so long I was just used to seeing the stupid shitty posts coming up over and over and over, and I'd be looking. I'm scared to open my phone in public now, honestly, because you never know what's gonna pop up on your phone. You're
So-
Just keep it on silent when you're scrolling. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've noticed as well that a lot of content creators are staying out of groups like this as well, just in order to not get berated by stuff. So it is kind of funny to see when there are content creators posting in that group and they get a positive response out of that. I like to see that as well, because yeah, the negative shit can get you down sometimes. Like, it really can. I can 100% testify
really
to
can.
that, you know. But
But the positive stuff really, really turns it around.
Yeah,
Like
it
that,
does.
the whole thing about fitness in Yu-Gi-Oh is that you're sitting down playing a card game for excessive amounts of time a day. Remember to stand up, walk around, take a break from it, drink water. You know, your mental health can suffer when your physical health suffers. And the thing about card games is that they keep us stationary. So it's good to remember to get out and exercise, and positivity in the group around exercise. You know, that's really good. I think it's a good takeaway from the Yu-Gi-Oh community in general, because we don't want to be unhealthy. No group does. So it's good to see that kind of motivation and positivity, you know.
You just want to see more of it in different areas.
We just want to see
Yeah.
more of it in different areas. Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see more of it, guys. So in your Yu-Gi-Oh journeys, make sure to try at least and keep the most positive attitude you can have towards other people, I guess. And yourself. Be very be kind to yourself, because we're all very fucking hard on ourselves. Do you know? Thanks for joining our video today. And if you're listening, make sure to, I don't know, follow us on Spotify. You can follow us on Spotify. We are on Spotify. Isn't that fucking insane? Like, I open my Spotify and it's like Elemental E-Girls, and I'm like, stop it. Stop it. If you like these videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us all your funny stories from certain group chats or whatever, the shit that you get from random comments, because I know it's not just girls who out here are getting all these random comments and stuff like that. I think there's like, my viewer base is like 97% men, funnily enough, but it is Yu-Gi-Oh players, so you know, it is what it is. So
Imagine disliking X amount of your subscriber base. Oof,
Imagine.
I know.
That's fine. That's fine.
But
No,
wait,
it's-
I just want to say, don't forget to breakneck uppercut elbow the notification bell or whatever.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, guys, and make sure to join us for the next one. We are going to have a special guest on the next one. I'm not going to tell you who it is just yet, but I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually if you follow me on Twitter and all of that stuff. We have been your wonderful hosts, Bulbe, Lily, and Alia, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Thanks
And
for
thanks everybody
listening.
for
Bye.
joining on Twitch today.